There is a version of you that was born to rise, and there is another version that was built to survive. One was forged by vision, the other by fear. Right now, inside you, both versions are alive. One whispers dreams, the other screams doubts. One pulls you forward, the other chains you to the past. And if you do nothing, the weak one wins, because weakness never needs effort. It feeds on hesitation. It thrives in comfort. It grows when you lie to yourself and shrink from the mirror. But the strong version, the real you, demands a death, not of the body, of the excuses, of the story you've told yourself about why you can't. Napoleon Hill wrote, "Every man is what he is because of the dominating thoughts he permits to occupy his mind." Let that sink in. You are what you tolerate inside your own mind. And that means the weak version of you was built by permission. Every time you said, "I'll start tomorrow." Every time you said, "I'm not ready." Every time you said, "This is just who I am." You handed bricks to the weaker self and said, "Here, build my prison." But here's the truth. You were not born to be average. You were not designed to play small, to shrink, to settle. The weak version of you is not your identity. It's your inheritance from fear, from failure, from voices that didn't believe. It's the shadow of who you could have been if you never woke up. So I'm telling you now, kill it. Not later, not when it's easy, not when it's convenient. Right. Now the real you is waiting behind the wall of your old habits, your toxic patterns, your obsession with comfort. You don't need more information. You need a funeral for the man or woman you were. Let them go. The version of you that snoozes the alarm and scrolls endlessly to escape, kill it. The one who's afraid to speak, afraid to start, afraid to fail, kill it. The one who breaks promises to yourself, makes excuses, lives in the opinions of other people, kill it. Because if you don't, it will kill your potential. There is no neutral. Every day you either reinforce greatness or reinforce weakness. You are either aligning with your destiny or defending your limitations. Which side are you feeding? Edison didn't invent the light bulb by staying comfortable. Carnegie didn't build steel empires by playing it safe. Lincoln didn't lead a nation through war by giving in to self-doubt. They weren't superhuman. They were obsessed. They made a decision, and they never looked back. That's what separates the ones who change the world from the ones who explain why they never did. Decision. Napoleon Hill didn't say wish. He didn't say try. He said definiteness of purpose. You must know what you want, and you must burn every alternative. Because when you kill the weak version of yourself, the world tries to pull you back. People around you will feel uncomfortable with your growth. They'll remember the old you and resent the new one. They'll call it arrogant, obsessive, unrealistic. Let them. You weren't born to live in their comfort zone. You were born to build your own kingdom. But kingdoms are not built by people who fear storms. They're built by warriors who face the storm and say, "I am the thunder now." So train your mind. Obsess over your vision. Replace entertainment with education. Start seeing discipline not as punishment, but as the highest form of self-respect. Because when you respect yourself, you stop negotiating with weakness. You stop compromising your standards just to fit in. You stop lying to yourself about why you're not farther ahead. You are capable of things you haven't even imagined. But your comfort zone has become your cage, and only you can unlock it from the inside. Burn the script of who you were told to be. Shatter the mold they tried to pour you into. You don't need approval. You need alignment with your mission. The weak version of you lives off approval. The real you, the strong you, it lives off progress, purpose, power. That version of you has been buried, but not dead. You feel it when you're alone, when the distractions fade and silence sets in. That voice The one that says, this isn't who I'm supposed to be. That's your soul knocking. Answer it. Don't ignore it another year, another decade, another life. If you don't act, you'll trade potential for regret. And regret is heavier than failure. Because failure makes you better. Regret just makes you bitter. So stop protecting the version of you that is addicted to weakness. Stop coddling the ego that says, play it safe. Stop worshiping the God of comfort. You will never find purpose where there is no pressure. Diamonds aren't made in softness. They're born in heat, in time, in relentless force. And so are you. You were not made for mediocrity. You were not made for survival. You were made to lead, to build, to create. But before you rise, something must die. So kill the weak version of yourself, the one who waits, the one who reacts, the one who fears, and replace it with the one who decides, the one who executes, the one who dominates their own mind. Napoleon Hill taught, success comes to those who become success conscious. Failure comes to those who indifferently allow themselves to become failure conscious. So what are you conscious of? Your power or your pain, your mission or your mistakes, your vision or your victimhood? Whatever you focus on expands, and whatever you allow will continue. The strongest version of you is built one decision at a time, one discipline at a time, one refusal to go backward at a time. You don't need a new year. You don't need a better start. You need a better standard, the standard that says, I do not quit. I do not negotiate with fear. I do not serve weakness. I am the builder of my destiny. I am the captain of my soul. I am not waiting to be chosen. I choose myself. And that choice must be made daily, in the dark, in the quiet, when no one's watching. That's when the weak version tries to creep back in. Kill it again. Every time it rises, kill it again, with action, with courage, with truth. You don't overcome the weak version once. You kill it every single day until there's nothing left but strength. And when you do, you will look in the mirror one day, not with doubt, but with certainty. You'll see the fire in your eyes, the steel in your spine, the calm in your spirit, and you'll know the weak version of you is dead, and greatness has taken its place. Now rise.